Top 15 Feng Shui Remedies for the Exposed Pillars in House. Feng Shui likes open spaces within living areas of the house, such as the rooms and foyers. Improper pillars and beams in the house are treating as bad Feng Shui house features, and they have to be avoided while building a new home. Any structural impediment can have an impact on how energy naturally flows and emits sha qi, and the worst part is that these structures can't always be removed. But there are Feng Shui remedies for every life issue, be it like these poison arrows in the house. These impairments of home designs are known as the pierce through the heart in Feng Shui. The location of these exposed pillars in house will define which elements of the household's life will be affected by their negative impacts. What pillars indicate in the house as per Feng Shui? The goal of pillars and columns in a house is to distribute the load uniformly across the floor. However, if they are constructed in the incorrect location or orientation, they may cause harm to the occupants. A poorly constructed pillar might stifle the growth of family members and lead to disagreements. As a result, understanding the basic principles of Vastu and Feng Shui for pillars in the house, as well as Vastu for beams, is critical. Are exposed pillars a bad Feng Shui for home? What all sector it impacts? An exposed pillar in the living room cuts through the core of the house like a blade. The location of these unattractive pillars in the house will define which elements of the household's life will be affected by their negative impacts. When there is an exposed pillar in the living room, wealth luck is disrupted, and terrible luck, including poor health, can befall the patriarch. When it comes to the kitchen area, the matriarch can grow irritable and ill, and her luck can suffer as well. Residents' careers would be jeopardized if the bad layout is on the front balcony, and there would be very few chances to advance. Top 15 Feng Shui Remedies for Exposed Pillars in House. 1. Mirrors. Placing a mirror on an exposed pillar will help to visually remove it. When using this option, keep in mind that the mirror's upper part must be at least above the head in order to be functional. 2. Wallpapers. The goal behind putting wallpapers on pillars as a solution for bad Feng Shui house design is to help it blend in with the background walls of the room. 3. Paintings. If paintings were hung on the pillars, the house occupant would be greeted by the artwork rather than the menacing sword through the heart. This has the potential to transform negative bad energies into positive good ones. 4. Plants. Feng Shui-friendly plants have a greater impact in correcting the energies. Potted plants are a popular solution for freestanding or exposed pillars. Place them at the pillar's corners, especially. It is preferable if the plants are taller. 5. Build a cabinet. This is a pretty powerful remedy for permanently removing a pillar from space and the effective answer to the question how to get rid of bad luck in the house. 6. 5 Emperor Coins. The 5 Emperor coins are coins that originate in the Qing dynasty during the era of the 5 Qing emperors. 7. Flutes. At an angle of 45 from the overhead beam, suspend 2 bamboo F to represent the bagua. The mouthpieces should be pointing up. The mouthpieces of the flutes can also be hung vertically with the mouthpieces facing up. 8. Fake firecrackers. Hang fake firecrackers in a characteristic lucky red color to infuse the room with energizing, uplifting qi. 9. Canopy cures. Hanging a canopy over the bed under the beam in the bedroom offers visual respite and a smoothing effect, which reduces the strong, linear qi from the beams. 10. Lightning. Place a light beneath or adjacent to the beams. This provides a warmer environment with qi and eliminates the creation of an unseen force. 11. Laughing Buddha. Any laughing Buddha cannot suffice. The laughing Buddha must be in the well-known posture of pointing up with his arms as if holding something such as a beam. 12. False wall or ceiling. The most efficient approach to permanently fix this is to construct a fake ceiling or artificial wall that essentially removes the beam off the room. You will be able to sleep well as live blissfully ever after. 13. Bed headboard. If and when the beam is only slightly projecting through the ceiling and intruding on the sleeper's forehead, a thicker-bodied headboard could simply reposition the bed away from the beam's lateral position, sufficient to try and prevent the person from an overhead beam. 14. Curtains. Curtains next to the bed could likewise help to mitigate the negative impacts of overhead beams. These also give the impression of a fake wall that really conceals the beam. 15. Crystals. Certain crystals are particularly utilized to aid in the implementation of Feng Shui in a home. They are more capable of providing such support as they grow in size. Feng Shui cures for a pillar in the northeast corner. A notable flaw in the home is the pillar on the northeast side. The presence of pillars is comparable to pounding a spike into our skull. It is a bad Feng Shui design. Since a pillar is a vital building component of a home, your only choice is to reduce the impacts. You may cover the pillar using a mirror to make it vanish metaphorically. Maintain as much cleanliness as possible in the northeast quarter. Do not let this area become untidy. Pillar inside the living room. As per Feng Shui, pillar found in the living room is considered bad in Feng Shui as it signifies a cut through the core of the house like a blade, and necessary steps to cure this curate should be taken ASAP. The best remedy is to find a way to eliminate the pillar, either by removing it if possible or by finding a way to conceal it. This can be done through decorations. Feng Shui things to avoid with regards to pillars in houses, do's plus do nots. 1. Pillars near front of the main gateway. A pillar should never be placed in front of the main gateway or Feng Shui entryway. There shouldn't even be a pillar directly next to the front door. 2. A pillar near stairway or center of the house. A defect in this is a pillar in the heart of the home or perhaps a stairway. People who live in such a home may be monetarily strained and suffer from stomach-related illnesses. 3. Pillars in room in the home. A pillar in just about any room in the home will serve as a venomous arrow, particularly if it is square having sharp edges. Green succulent shrubs may be used to conceal or disguise the edges. Remember to replace the shrubs regularly, since the unfavorable vibe from the pointed edges and sides is so intense that flowers or shrubs can rapidly dry out. 4. Living room pillars. A pillar in the living room center is common. The common room is the place in which the energy may flow freely. When there is a living room with pillars, one could separate it into two areas instead of just having a single area obstructed by pillars. How many pillars in house can be Feng Shui? In Feng Shui, pillars indicates the elements that takes load for a floor of the house. As there is no such number restricted for pillars in house, but 7 and 9 numbers are considered as a lucky number in Feng Shui and Vastu. So these can be considered as numbers for pillars along with the pillar requirements. Before you design or buy a house, pay attention to the particular position of the rooms throughout the house, since an unsuitable layout and pillars in house can result in a variety of negative Feng Shui treatments. As you could also see in the examples earlier in this article. If you encounter a situation that you can't control, utilize the Feng Shui effective treatments outlined above for every unsuitable setup or layout.
Thanks for watching the video. If you loved the video, feel free to hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe the channel. Also follow us on different social media platforms in order to stay updated.